Hi everyone, in this video we are going deep into the world of Node.js streams. We will look at how to handle the massive files, gigabytes in size, using streams efficiently without blowing up our memory. We will even stimulate writing 1 billion lines to a file and see how streams can help memory usage incredible low while doing a heavy lifting task like that. Let's jump right in. So for this one, we already have in our previous video a massive file that is nothing but file-huge.txt file. So that file size is around 5.07 GB. Okay, so here we are so we need to read this one. Let's read this massive file back and copy it using a read and write stream. So we renamed the file, so like file-huge.txt file. So now let's try to write it here. So that looks simple, right? So now here let's go into our code. So here we have written something like fs.open. So these are all the create write stream we have written. This looks simple and it is, but when I ran this first time, it totally crashed my computer. My memory usage jumped to 1 GB, and so all this will happen. So depending on the system what you are trying to use it. So now in order to what is happening here, so we didn't handle the back pressure, a key concept when dealing with the streams. So let me show you how we can properly handle it. So now here let's say that here we are having a stream.write. So it will be going on writing the stream.write. So what we will try to do it is if not of, okay, stream.write of chunk. So if returns false means then that means the buffer is internal buffer is full. So then what we need to do, so we need to pass this one. So I will be passing stream read dot pass. So we have passed the thing. So now it will stop buffering the data. So what we need to do, so automatically what I will try to do it is, so here what I can do it is, so here finished. So let's try to do stream write dot on off drain. So when it is drained, okay. So then what I can do it is I will try to do stream read dot resume. So we will be having a method that is nothing but resume. Automatically the stream read will be resumed. So now when the buffer is completed, so it will send you a something like end thing. We will try to see afterwards that one. So now what is happening here? So when the write chunk returns false, we call the stream read.pass to stop reading more data. Then we wait for the drain event, which tells us the buffer is ready again. Once drained is completed, we resume reading by using the stream read.resume. So this way we let Node.js handle the flow of data smoothly without overwhelming the memory, without using more memory. So the result of this one is memory usage stayed at just the TMB and we copy 10 GB of file. So now if you try to do the same thing, Node.js read big, so the memory will stay like this only. If you try to check the activity monitor, let's try to check it for the node. I am trying to check it for the node here. So the memory remains something like 20 MB, something like this only. So it will be slowly writing the data. So this is how it will be writing. As you can see now, after completion of this one, let it take time. So now it has been finished. So after it has been finished, if you try to see both the files, it is in the same size only. If you try to check it, refresh. So it is 5.07 GB and also it is also 5.07 GB only. So as you can see, both the source and destination files are exactly 5.7 GB. Even down to the last 411 bytes, we didn't lose a single byte also. So now that is things. Now think about this one. So we are dealing with files here, but streams are not just for files. They can be used for network requests, messages, even database queries also. With streams, you can handle now 10 GB, 100 GB, even terabytes of data, all with minimal memory usage. So that is the main thing. The goal is not to avoid 100% CPU. The goal is to keep the memory pressure low. That is the main thing. So that is how you use the streams the right way, handling massive files without killing your RAM. In the next video, what we will try to do it is we are going to filter the chunks in real time. For example, extract only even numbers or prime numbers from the stream before writing them to a new file. So like that we will try to do it. So now what I want to do it is, so that's it, that is guys, that's it guys about this one stream.write and what we have learned about this one. Make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss this type of things. See you in the next video. Thank you.